Now the model versus reality. So I'm putting our model from the first video, our models against what actually happened, and you can see actually a pure XG model performed better than my favorite, the C model, that is with the blended XG with the actual goals on top of the qualifiers that I account for. And some of the games that hurt my C route was the Argentina-Egypt game, and another one was Colombia-Ghana game, Norway and Ivory Coast game. So those games hurt my C route, my favorite model, but it still performed much better than a coin flip, right? It still guessed correctly 17 out of the 24 games. A pure XG model, I don't blend it and I don't include the qualifiers. I just look at the Opta XG and then compare the teams based on that. And that was able to guess actually 20 out of the 24 games. And keep in mind, the pure XG I used here is from the group stage. So it wasn't looking at the round of 32 and round of 16. So it was blind to these knockout stages. So it's fair to use that for prediction here. And then if we compare their accuracy and Breer score, you can again see the pure XG performed better. So the lower is the better for Breer score or Breyer score. I don't know how to pronounce that. You can see again pure XG did the best and ELO did the worst. But let's go. I'm still gonna keep using the route C for comparison. So England had about 21% chance, and then once we include the 32 and 16 knockout stages, its chance went up to 24%, and once we include the quarterfinal results, now we have 30%, and Spain now on the lead with 39%. And let's look at the semifinals. So you can see in the semifinals, pure XG and the blended XG plus the goals, the 70% weighted average one, the blended XG I will call it, gives Spain and France basically a coin flip. A little Spain is ahead a little bit, but my C route gives Spain a much higher probability. And same thing is true over here. England versus Argentina. Actually, the first two favors Argentina over England, but mine favors England much more over Argentina. And ELO also favors England over Argentina, you can see. But pure XG and XG blended with the goals actually favors Argentina. So why is the stark difference? And if you calculate the odds for each of them, you can again see England is the underdog when you look at pure XG, but when you include the qualifiers in your training data, it's not an underdog anymore. And why is that the case? Because their qualifier performance was really impressive, and I don't want to be blind to that because this happened with the same team. Just last year they played these games and they showed an impressive 0 goals conceded in 8 matches, and I believe if England keeps up this performance, they are going to show us that they can win the World Cup. And here, while using qualifiers, I want to show you in the first video, I just took a 50% qualifiers and 50% group stage when making my prediction. So that gave the qualifiers about 3 matches of data, because the group stage, every team played 3 matches. And I'm going to keep that throughout my predictions so that the qualifiers, the impact of the qualifiers will keep shrinking as each team plays more games. And the reason behind it, I don't want the 8 matches here to dominate my prediction, but I want them to be still giving some valuable insight, which I believe is really valuable, and showing that England can have a really good defense and an iron wall, as you will, against goals that are coming against the attack of the other team. Argentina, on the other hand, conceded 10 goals. France conceded 4 goals and 2 goals. And England played more than Spain and France and conceded no goals at all. And these groups were random. They are not really Spain in a better group than England. So I would say if England keeps up this qualifier performance, they are on the path to World Cup this year. If you want to take a screenshot of all the mathematics we used throughout this video, You can study on your own time. And if you want to get more comfortable with these concepts and this mathematics, please follow my weekly lectures. Those will be more beginner friendly, starting from middle school level mathematics. And then I'll try to also keep them very engaging and give you homework after every video. And if you want to take a live class, you can go to our website, learnwithnumbers.com, and then fill out the interest form, and we will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.